and I'm at Southdown Plantation. I'm talking to Ed Bourne. Ed, you've just told me a very interesting story about Cajuns in Louisiana and the language and other difficulties that they incurred. Can you just tell me that story again?
Well, in the late 1800s, many of the people, the citizens of North Louisiana, they were afraid of the rising birth rate of the Cajuns, and they knew that the balance of power in the legislature was eventually going to turn in the favor of the Cajuns in South Louisiana. So they were determined, these people from North Louisiana were determined to break that hold that they had. So they figured if they could break the language and prohibit them from speaking French, that would be in their favor, which they did. They accomplished that. And many of the council meetings in various cities, in New Orleans, for instance, those council meetings were conducted in French, and those minutes were written in French until 1913. And when you went to school, children went to school, they were punished for speaking French, even in recreation, outside. You were prohibited, so you got punished severely with a ruler on your knuckles. Was a common thing.
And this is in the 20th century.
Right. This is, and then later on, that was easy. It just stopped. It just stopped. And they figured, well, we've broken the back, we've broken their language, and right now, Canada, for instance, and Belgium and Switzerland and France, they are sending us teachers to help us keep our language alive under the Council, you see, which is for the development of French in Louisiana. And so it's a wonderful feeling to try and hold on to our culture. But what the people from North Louisiana didn't realize, language was just one part of what kept us together. It was the thing that kept us cohesive as a unit was the same thing that kept them cohesive in Acadia, which was the religion. And so they broke the language, but they didn't break the religion. And it was to their... And right now, we had a comedian, a Cajun comedian recently, speaking about the time we had a first Cajun governor. He said, finally we have a governor that doesn't speak funny.
And of course, the irony of this is this was happening in the 20th century, and that's precisely the reason why the Acadians were all deported here to Louisiana.
Right, and the people in Boston were fearful of having so many French citizens just across the water from them, a short distance away. They really put some pressure on the British government, and they eventually removed us.
But you're still very much here.
Right. We've had some very interesting stories that people in folklore they pass down about the Great Deportation. Some of them were quite humorous that we pass on. Make sure our grandchildren and great-grandchildren know about them.
Thank you very much for this.
Thank you for asking me.
Your name is?
Neri Prosperi.
Prosperi?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a Cajun name.
All the way.
Prosperi.
Vous parlez français?
Oui, je parle français.
Oui.
Et vous?
Et vous?
Ah bon. So tell me, your Cajun background, have you traced it?
We did some of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Most of it. We went to Canada in 04.
Okay.
In 04.
To the Congrès Mondial?
Yes, sir.
That must have been a great experience.
21 days.
Ah.
And I want to go back.
Yeah. Nova Scotia and New Brunswick.
New Brunswick. Prince Edward Island.
Right. And Grand Pré.
Grand Pré.
Wasn't that beautiful?
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
A trip of a lifetime.
Yeah. Now, do you think people in Louisiana really understand what Cajuns went through to come here?
I think the older ones does, but younger ones don't.
Right.
They're not interested.
Yeah, because it's an incredible story of sacrifice and endurance and survival. this whole area, just like the areas in Nova Scotia, if it weren't for the Acadians,
We wouldn't be here.
Exactly. And that land would not have been what it is now.
You know, when we were in Nova Scotia, when we went to the Grand Parade,
Yeah.
man, it was chill. It made you feel like they were there,
That's
and you
right.
were walking with them.
Right? Because you were there.
You were.
You were there. You were the
It was-
direct
It was
descendant.
the most beautiful thing I had ever done,
Yeah.
and I want to go back.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get back in '09, but
Okay.
I'm hoping I'm still here.
Okay. You will be.
I hope so.
And you have my personal invitation to come
Well,
back.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Merci.
De rien. And I'm talking to Father
Mark Toops,
And you are Cajun in background yourself?
full-fledged, full-blooded Cajun.
Okay, and a good representative of the Catholic Church, I think.
Absolutely, I love life, and I love the good stuff of Mardi Gras, and it's a great family day, and it's been a great privilege to be here.
Now tell me about the role of the Catholic Church in Telbun Parish today. Is it in good health?
Yeah, it's in great health. In fact, things are actually looking really, really good. The number of folks who are going to be priests is at the highest ever. There's a real hunger within the people to find God in their life. And I have to say, for the record, that I have the best job in the world. I get invited into people's lives and places that nobody else does. And the church is alive here. The people in South Louisiana are great, much like I'm sure the people in Canada. And it's great to have you with us today as we celebrate.
One last question. Do you think people like Cajuns who have known great suffering, who have known potential genocide, do you think spirituality is second nature to them more than to other people?
Absolutely, because I think when times are hard, you innately look inside yourself. And if the truth is that God is within us all, then you'll find something, whether you can recognize it as God or whether it's just strength or whatever. But I think people automatically look within, and as God is within, you're automatically going to find God in everything that you find in life.
Thank you very much.
God bless you, brother.
God bless you.
We'll see you later.